And then just soften the left knee a little bit and guide that leg straight up and back so you feel that resistance. Hey everyone, welcome to class. Today's flow is really all about releasing the lower back. I know that when I have been, oddly enough, mostly walking around throughout the day, it's like whether I'm inactive or I'm very active, but not intentionally, my lower back will start to tighten up. So I wanted to give you a class that you can fall back on when you just want to release all of that tension and get back to a place of feeling really good in your body and to let go of all of this tightness that tends to accumulate there. So I have kind of all the props that we're going to be playing with today. You will need one block, a foam roller if you have it, although not completely essential, and a strap. We are going to start on our backs. So go ahead and bring your strap with you and lie down. This class is going to be really pretty chill. So if you're not feeling like moving a whole lot, I've got good news for you. You can have your block down at your, or not your block, your strap down at your side, and just take your knees in toward your chest. Man, my ponytail is like exactly at that point in my head where I can't find a good spot to lay down. So pulling your knees in toward your chest, just start to shift your weight a little bit side to side. Not dramatizing those rocks at all, just sort of shifting. So you feel the pressure of the mat, just pressing gently into the back. And you don't have to hug them in really close. And then find some stillness. Keep the knees moving down if that feels good. And then gradually plant the feet down on your mat. Keep the feet hip distance apart, hip width or so. And notice if your back is neutral, if your lower back is neutral, you could sneak your hand under there just a little bit. Like it would be tough, but you could kind of work it under there, right? So that's going to be your neutral. You have this natural curve in the lower back. We're going to tuck the tailbone under and flatten the lower back. So kind of press the lower back down into the floor, pull the belly in, scoop the pelvis up towards the sky, and then come back to neutral where there's that natural curve. We're going to do that again. So tuck the pelvis, tuck it under like you're tucking your tail underneath you, press the lower back down into the floor. You might even push your hands onto the thighs to kind of resist a little bit. And then come back to neutral. We'll do that a couple more times. Scoop the pelvis under, maybe press your hands into the thighs to resist, create some traction there. And then release, back to neutral. And last one, press the hands into the thighs, scoop the pelvis forward, and bring it back to neutral. Extend your left leg straight out. It's nice and long. Pull the right knee in toward the chest, and then just guide it over to the left. So the hips are stacked under the shoulders. The right shoulder stays down, so it's in contact with the mat. And continue to breathe here. Just feeling that gentle twist through the side body. Feels so good on the lower back. This is always my favorite. Inhale, come back to the center. And we're going to take an easy hamstring stretch here. So keep the left foot down on the floor, lasso the right foot, and then kick it straight up. And you can keep a little bit of bend in the right knee too. All you're going for is just a little bit of that pulling sensation. So once you find that resistance, you meet that resistance in the hamstring, you can stop. Doesn't have to be a lot. I really sound like a broken record, don't I? I say this all the time in all my classes. But it's true, okay? So I will just say it over and over again. I don't care if it becomes my catchphrase, my own personal, what's the word I'm looking for? There's another word than catchphrase, and if you know it, Put it in the comments. Take a couple more breaths here. Gently let go. So plant the right foot down. You can move your strap off to the side. We'll do the other side. Now extend the right leg out. Pull the left knee in toward the chest and then guide it over to the right. Taking a nice, easy twist. Opening up the left shoulder. Try to keep it in contact with the mat. And you might even use your right hand to press the left knee down towards the floor. Only if this feels good through the side and through the back. If you feel like pinching in the groin area, or obviously if you have pain anywhere, just stop. So I want you to look for slight modifications that feel really good, that enhance the good feeling that you already have. I'm not looking for pain, not looking for discomfort, looking for that release. Inhale, come back to the center. Let's take that strap, lasso it over the left foot. You can keep your right foot planted on the mat, and then just soften the left knee a little bit and guide that leg straight up and back until you feel that resistance in the hamstrings. Take a few more breaths. You can close the eyes. Try to relax. And gently let go. You can undo the strap. Pull the knees in toward the chest again and maybe rock your way left to right, just like we did at the beginning. Shifting your weight around. And then inhale, rock up. You can roll over the feet. So you're gonna come to cat-cow. Left you in suspense there for a second. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Just take a few rounds of cat-cow, moving at a pace that feels good. Again, you're looking for your version of release, and that might mean hanging out in one, either cat or cow a little bit longer, or making circles left to right. I'm going to do one more each way. So take that last round. And then come back to neutral. Bring the feet together. Take the knees nice and wide. Slide the hips back and walk the arms forward. So you just kind of crawl the fingers out. Let the forehead come down. And try to keep the spine relatively long. So all I mean by that is if you tend to be a little bit on the more mobile side, your rib cage may tend to pop forward, and it almost creates this funky break in the shape of the back. So all I want you to do, if that's you, is gently hug the bottom rib cage back a little bit so that the spine is in a continuous line or slight natural arc, but you don't have this weird wonky break in the center. Keep the hips nice and heavy so they're sitting back against the heels. Now your next breath, I want you to lift up just a little bit. Start to walk the left arm to the outside of the left knee. Walk the right arm over to the left, and then press the chest down towards the inside of the left thigh. Breathe. And you feel that lengthening, that release on the lower right side of the back. Let's gradually walk it the other way. That always feels so, so good, doesn't it? Right hand comes to the outside of the right knee, left arm walks to the right, and then fold it down so the chest is right up against the inner right thigh. And take 2 more breaths. And come back towards the center. You can go ahead and have a seat. Just turn it around so you're sitting straight up. Relax the shoulders down the back. Now your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead and pressing the hands together, exhale them right down to the heart center, sealing it all in. Let the eyes blink open. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope this helps. I hope you feel like at least 75% better after that. You can revisit this one as often as you like. Keep it bookmarked for future use. And of course, let me know what you want to see next. If you like this class, there's a full-length version inside my digital studio, Bad Yogi Studio. That's where all of my full-length classes live, as well as other shorter classes too. Really something for every mood. And if you go down to the description below this video, you'll see a link for a free 14-day trial. Yes, that's enough to really sink your teeth into it and see if there's something that resonates with you. So anyway, thank you so much again for being here. I hope to see you inside Bad Yogi Studio. Otherwise, I'll see you right back here next time.